Hey guys, so as you saw in my last E in this board video, we're launching a new weekly series called Smosh Pit Weekly.
Ian held an audition and you guys voted for the host.
Yep, so without further ado, we give you the host of Smosh Pit Weekly and our favorite new Asian, Mari!
Hey!
So Mari, can you explain what the Smosh Pit Weekly is in about 5 seconds or less?
Sure. Every Saturday, my show will be a comprehensive coverage of the week's best of the best articles on the Smosh Pit.
Okay, shut up, that's enough.
Can I just start my show now?
No!
Aww.
Okay, now you can.
Yeah, da!
Bye, Mari!
Bye, guys! Win! Smosh Pit Weekly だよ! Hey guys, welcome to Smosh Pit Weekly. I hope you got that reference, because if you didn't, that's kind of awkward, you know. It's an iPhone game. Did you guys watch that Monopoly movie trailer this week? For a somewhat monotonous and lame game that seems to go on forever, it's a pretty intense trailer. It's intense! It's like Jumanji and the Monopoly Man had a baby and out pops out this super sweet movie. Make sure you check it out for yourself. Links are below. Springtime is abundant with holidays. Just this past week, we celebrated Palm Sunday, Passover, 420, and of course, the International Jugglers holiday. This week on the Smosh Pit, we covered the Hindu holiday where colored water and powder are thrown at one another in celebration for the springtime. Sweet! So it's a paint fight? No, it's a festival, a celebration. You cream people in the face with a fistful of blue dye. That's a paint fight. I guess, anyway. Picture time! During the festivities, this man's belly swallowed up a child up to his waist. Who does this kid think he is? The situation? Replace this with that and that with this. There you go. Good as trash, kid. This man is no bear, but his paws are all ready to paint those little boys and girls, along with his friend and his pedo mustache. That is so inappropriate. All in all, I think it's a beautiful tradition and a boisterous festival, celebrating the beauty of spring. I think we should all know about it. Yeah, and the paint fight is freaking epic. I like quotations. They can change a simple I love you to a I love you. Where in that case, love means I love you. And I think you're a good person because I myself am a good person, but I think you're a fucking psycho and toxic in my life. What I like even better are grammatically challenged folks who are in charge of making signs for their business. Ballpark all meat franks. Perfect for your next barbecue. Meat, in this case, means dog parts and latex gloves. Any good business to clientele relationship starts from honesty. And well, it's a great thing that the friends admit that they have crabs. I think the real joke here is Cootie Brown's name. This one was suggested by their lawyers, just in case if anybody got hurt. This week's take-home message is this. Get an education. Learn your grammar. No, get rid of those quotes, damn it. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check the links below for everything you saw and heard in this episode, and I'll see you next week. Mata daishu ne! Yatta! How come I freaking mumble? Don't forget the crap wrap. Smosh Pit Weekly だよ! Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of Smosh Pit Weekly. My name is Mari, and I'll be wrapping up some of the best articles covered on the Smosh Pit this week. So for most of you, your Smosh Pit cherry was popped last week with the first installment. Your comments have been a bipolar flurry of love and hate. And although I appreciate the likers, I just want to momentarily address the haters with a little message.
Smosh Pit!
One of the things I found hilarious on the Smosh Pit this week was the article 23 Kick-Ass Grandmas. Aw, grannies. Reminds me of an old saying a wise man once said.
Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
Purposes like throwing up gang signs and paying high insurance rates, serving our community as artists, musicians, and murderers. And of course, spreading joy and happiness and getting drunk with baby monkeys. That's nice.
Smosh Pit!
Are you guys excited about Fast 5? Yeah, me neither. Sequels are rarely better than the original, and the original wasn't that good anyway. The fact that they're trying for the 5th time is... it's painful. Where are they getting the money? Can I have some of that money? I don't get it. Throw it in a Brewster's Hut, at least. You take a bad script, bad actors, and a bunch of Super Street magazines, a whole ton of money, mash it all up. Oh, and don't forget the crap wrap, and this is what you get. Check out the interview with the 5-year-old screenwriter of Fast 5. That's right, 5-year-old screenwriter. And then you'll say, oh, I guess it's pretty good for a 5-year-old. My 2 cents, I'd take Initial D any day. Comment below if you agree with me.
Smosh Pit!
Rebecca Black. Another thing I found interesting on the Smosh Pit this week was the 15 best Rebecca Black gifts. There are just so many things to nitpick about her video. And with its record-shattering hits and dislikes, it's more viral than AIDS. Do you know what the best thing about gifts are? Presents! No, not gifts. Gifts. With the... They're short and to the point. They're like 5 seconds long. And perfect if you're hyperactive and have a super short attention span like me. Ooh.
Smosh
In light of the super hyped up royal wedding that went on this week, let's take a look at some geeked out, costumed up weddings. Less lace, more makeup. Less flowers, more latex. Much better in my opinion. It would be so much more fun to go to weddings if Master Chief made an appearance and then kicked out the boring priest. Apparently cats are not very affectionate. Star Wars themed weddings are the best. I love it. It's totally my kind of wedding. Everyone gets a lightsaber to take home. You don't have to worry about dress fittings or that ugly groom of yours. Or the ugly best man. Or the rest of the bridal party.
Smosh
Well, that's it for the show, you guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Everything that you saw and heard in this episode are in the links down below. And don't forget to leave your comments and questions too. I'll see you next week. また来週ね! It's awesome. I have barcode hair. Barcode hair. Google it if you don't know what that is. Make sure you can locate your emergency cock. Smosh Pit Weekly だよ! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smosh Pit Weekly. My name is Mari and I'll be wrapping up some of the best articles seen on the Smosh Pit this week. Well, performing live in Ecuador last Friday, Miley Cyrus let's rephrase. She desecrated Nirvana's infamous track, Smells Like Teen Spirit. In her grunge era-inspired rhinestone-clad jeans, Miley rocked out like a drunkard getting tased. This performance will subsequently cause zombie Kurt Cobain to crawl out of his grave and eat her flesh off. Another article I found awesome on the Smosh Pit this week was the 20 warning signs that make you go, what the fire truck? For example, and this. Drinking and eating gum, doing your laundry, and washing your hair in the porcelain pool is not okay. Unless you're a dog or Lindsay Lohan in jail. For more hilariously redundant and X-rated warning signs that make you puke and giggle all at the same time, check out the link below. The internet teaches us many important things. This week we learned how not to suck at taking senior photos. For starters, avoid cutting your hair like your favorite celebrities, especially if your favorite celeb is Joe Dirt or Kid and Play. Step 2. Leave your damn dolls at home. Playing with Marvin is not an extracurricular activity, nor will it get you laid or get you a scholarship to anywhere. Step 3. Avoid giving creative freedom to pervy cameramen. And lastly, don't be this guy. That's it for this week, guys. Everything you saw and heard in this episode are down in the links below, and although I didn't cover it, please check out the Pokemon musical. It is sweet. Also, be sure to leave your comments and questions, as I'll be answering them at the end of the show from now on. I'll see you next Saturday for an all-new episode. Interesting question. I know I come off as Norwegian, as you can see from my hair color and skin tone, but yeah, I am 100% Japanese, born in the US, but fluent in English and Japanese. I'm sorry, can you rephrase that? I am super stoked to see how many of you guys are Umbrella Academy fans, and this is a great question. I would say that my two favorite characters are the Kraken, just because he's like a quiet, subdued, badass, kick-ass character. And just like you, I really like Seance as well. He's got a wicked sense of humor, he's witty, he flies and he's dead. Couple days late, but same to you. It's always good to see a Star Wars fan out there. He's saying Smosh Pit with an accent, like Smosh Pit. And what I say is this. Mata laishu ne! Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smosh Pit Weekly. My name is Mari and I'll be wrapping up some of the best articles seen on the Smosh Pit this week. Farmville and Lady Gaga have a lot in common. They have an undeniable love for animals and livestock. On May 17th, the two empires will combine forces and create Gagaville. This means that little monsters with little to no social life will get to raise unicorns, listen to the new album in advance, and spend real money on virtual items. Neko Mimi is the name of Japan's most recent and useless invention. I really want one. So they're fake cat ears that respond to your brain waves when you have them on your head. The ears react when you eat your catnip donut and guarantees that you'll be utterly and completely alone in public. In some ways it's a lie detector, and in other ways it's a on your head. For the last time, dude, I'm serious. I don't think he's hot. Dude, you're getting an ear boner. Damn it! I gotta admit, they're pretty freaking cool. Useless, but cool. And you furries out there might fancy them too. This week in Florida, the state senate proposed a bill to ban bestiality. Wait, they're just doing this now? Okay, it's 2011. What took so freaking long? Anyway, due to poor wording, however, the Senate not only banned sex between a human and animal, but human sex altogether. Is it considered bestiality if you have sex with a Snooki? Hopefully they fix this problem quickly because the state that's in the shape of a ding-dong is gonna have some pent-up frustration in the coming months. That's it for the show, you guys. Everything you saw and heard in this episode are down in the links below. And make sure you leave your comments and questions for me as well. Mata raishu ne! My favorite song. That's an F-bomb and hard question to answer. I like a lot of songs. Here is a quick list of them. Where have I been in the world? I've been to Canada, Mexico, Switzerland, Tanzania, France, Bolivia, Peru, Japan, China, all over the United States. If you want to fly me out anywhere, I am so willing to go. Sure, here you go.
I know, I'm laying off the crack in the Red Bull and I'm really trying to tone it down, so I'm gonna start talking
Slower from now on. Sorry if you didn't find that link last week, it's right here. You can follow me on Twitter since there's been so many people asking. They'll probably be boring as hell. My username is right there. So yeah, I will see you next week. This week, milk. Moo. That, my friend, is how you get herpes and a broken nose. Smosh Weekly da yo! Hey guys, my name is Mari. Welcome to another episode of Smosh Pit Weekly. If you're watching this, I guess the world didn't end like Harold Camping predicted. Awkward. In other embarrassing news, the Sperminator came out about his longtime love affair with a household help. I guess his bastard son will know the answer to this question. Who is your daddy and what does he do? This week on the Smosh Pit, there's a video posted called Insane Foreign Talent Show. A bit of my innocence, and there's not too much left, was taken away when I saw this clip. Let me set this up for you. A scrawny Asian hipster who appears to be 14 years old gets face raped by his lady friend, who pumps her gina into his nose as fast and as violently as possible in 30 seconds. And surprisingly, it is not raunchy German porn either. This is her talent, you guys. This was seen on a talent show, much like America's Got Talent or Das Supertalent. Except in this version, instead of the Hoff, they hire Santa on his off-season to be a judge. I like ho-ho-hos. Yeah, that's gross. Another article I found funny on the Smosh Pit this week was 20 white people with dreadlocks. Honestly, any of these guys can keep their dreadlocks as long as if it doesn't start looking like this, guys. Let's take a closer look.
Zoom!
Is that hay or the fur of a small animal carcass?
Meow.
And that is poo. Scratch and sniff. It looks like he took advice from howtodo.com where neglect was one method of how to get dreads. I'm not kidding you, look it up. Pirates are dirty, boozing, commandeering criminals, and I want one. Captain Jack pulls off dreadlocks and public drunkenness with charm. And Will Turner could shiver me timbers any day. That was the worst English accent ever. Do you think pirates are hot? Are you gonna go see POTC 4? Team Sparrow or Team Turner? Check out the link below for other swashbuckling rebels and stripy pants and the other contenders for the 9 hottest pirates out there. Prom season is practically over, but if you still haven't watched that tutorial on how to Dougie, this bird can teach you a couple moves. If you're wondering how to get your pets to dance like this, just line their food with crack and see their talons unfurl. This bird is so good at dancing, I can't tell what came first, the bird or the hyphy movement. That's it for the show, you guys. Everything you saw and heard in this episode are down in the links below. Also, make sure to leave me your comments and questions and follow me on Twitter. That is my... And if I haven't gotten to your question on the show, you can always ask me on Twitter too. Mata raishu ne! Phenomitor1 asks, who is your favorite celebrity? Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, Ron Perlman, Jon Stewart, Dear X Jensen 30. Moo! You're doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong, your grammar is wrong, my friend. Mew273 asked if I had a singamajig on my shelf, and...
Out of the birthing canal of your phantasmagorical imagination.
That makes no sense. Smosh Pit Weekly da yo! Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mari and you're watching another episode of Smosh Pit Weekly, where I'll be wrapping up some of the best articles seen on Smosh Pit this week. These days, there are more and more ways to contract beaver fever. Beaver fever. And with that sultry kiss at the Billboard Music Awards, he is on fire. We haven't seen a lesbian lip lock like that since Brit and Madonna. The ad for his new fragrance gives hope to every girl willing to dish out $45 that JB will someday fly into her window like Peter Pan and whisk her away with his purple sneakers. Abusing the power of Photoshop is very nice. When you take the blur tool, magnetic lasso, a couple beers, and a sense of humor, one will birth a bunch of disturbing man babies.
Hookers and blow, bitch!
Okay, I mean some are kind of cute in a f***ed up parallel universe sort of way.
Help me, Jesus! Ah! Help me, Tom Cruise!
This week on the Smosh Pit, there was an article called Things You Are Doing Instead of Studying for Finals. Ah, finals! When you're tested on 200 questions that are considered to be comprehensive of the entire semester when your teacher didn't teach you anything. There are plenty of things that you could be doing instead of studying for your finals, like playing Metal Storm online, image search Blue Waffle. I'm warning you, don't do it. Skyping that Swedish boy you barely know, and doing absolutely nothing. Guilty. One example was this: taking photos of your Stormtrooper action figures. Clicking, naughty face, smile, yes, and hold it. There's the shot. We all know that number one on this list should have been sitting on Smosh.com watching videos. Guilty. Another article I found awesome on the Smosh Pit this week was called Awkward Family Pet Photos. Shh, I'm a Jew. I'm sorry, that one. Yeah.
I won first place
in the she-males competition.
Aw, the hovering hand. You know, when you're taking that picture with your prom date, or your favorite celebrity, or that sweaty guy at the club, you don't quite get around to the shoulder. Yeah, awkward. Kinda like that ass-out hug. So if you've ever been caught with a hovering hand, don't worry about it. Some of the coolest guys out there have done it. The king of Facebook, John Hodgman from The Daily Show. You're welcome. Even Red Mist. That's it for this week, you guys. Thanks a lot for stopping by and watching Smosh Pit Weekly. Everything you saw and heard in this episode are down in the links below. Make sure you check them out and follow me on Twitter. And mata raishu ne! Preguntas. Angel COH16 asks, Hey Mari, what's your other job besides Smosh Pit Weekly host? I'm a professional ballet dancer. Weirdo527 asks, where do I live? I usually don't tell weirdos, but I live in California and I love it. This is awesome. Rebecca Black asks me not to make fun of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Rebecca, Arnold, I'm very sorry for making fun of you. Manzakob asks, what happened to the Smosh Pit? I took it out because a lot of people were complaining. Simple as that, just trying it out. Finals week. Tested on 2,000 questions. One example was this.